places in the world make my heart beat faster than Sicily. It is by far my favorite Italian region. Countless reasons made me fall in love with it, like the gorgeous coastal landscapes, where the adjoining Mediterranean Sea provokes a magnetic effect on our eyes. The architectural heritage is also majestic and shows us the influence left by centuries of occupation from the Arabs, Greeks, and Spaniards. Thanks to this melting pot of cultures, the rich local gastronomy makes eating in Sicily a feast for mouth and heart. But nothing compares to the captivating, cheerful Sicilians. All this propels me to keep coming back to this piece of heaven on earth. But this time I had yet another motivation: to witness the harvest of a sweet D.O.C wine called Malvasia delle Lipari. Since the Middle Ages, this wine has been considered the nectar of the gods and became a symbol of an ancient civilization. To appraise Sicily's long-standing reputation as a sea of wine, I took the fast boat from Palermo to the charming tiny island of Salina, that is part of the archipelago Aeolian Islands. And boy, are they beautiful! I was excited to meet a winemaker who produces some of the most accoladed wines in the industry. Antonino Caravaglio, affectionately known as Nino, is highly passionate about these lands. Having grown up in a family of farmers and learned about agriculture, for 30 years Nino has dedicated himself tirelessly, day and night, to produce a sweet wine to perfection while he keeps this ancient territory alive through organic, low-intervention farming. The combination of a warm climate, average rainfall, plus the extremely fertile volcanic soil makes Salina an outstanding location for growing grapes. In September, the harvest is in full bloom. It can be a pretty labor-intensive job, but respite can be found in this breathtaking view. Once the farmers pick the grapes used for Malvasia delle Lipari, they must lay them down on special racks to sun-dry. This is called appassimento, that is, a dehydration process to achieve a greater concentration of sugar. I swear that I did my best to perform this task, but they are so irresistible that I couldn't stop eating them. Luckily, I was assisted by Nino's wife, the gracious Elisa, who patiently guided me. And here comes the boss, an omnipresent figure getting involved every step of the way. I guess this is what makes his wines flawless. So knowledgeable and experienced is Nino that just by tasting the grapes he can tell precisely if they are sweet enough.
Guarda, sto vedendo se l'uva è matura e quindi anziché portarmi lo strumento a posto dopo 30 anni di esperienza e schiacciando i vinaccioli, il seme che c'è all'interno del chicco d'uva, si capisce se il tannino è dolce.
How do they taste, Nino?
È dolce come il miele e profumata come la Malvasia.
After the Mediterranean sunlight performs its job, it's time for these beauties to be pressed in tanks. The next step is brewing, followed by bottling. At this point, all I could think about was, when am I going to try this wine? Oh, there we go. It takes just a sip to realize why they call it the nectar of the gods. This bright golden yellow color radiates an intense and elegant apricot aroma. On the palate, delicate sweetness and acidity in perfect harmony. Happily, I was surrounded by delightful people who also believe the best moments in life happen around the table. preferably accompanied by a Malvasia delle Lipari. To crown off my experience, we were blessed by the magnificent Sicilian sunset. Salute!